Welcome back, soldiers. It's Peter from His Supported. We're going to do part 3 of our video series on how to install the Cremez 5-speed gearbox on my Lambretta. For this video, we are going to focus on only the removing of the front sprocket and then the clutch. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. And thanks for joining us. Here we are. We got the primary cover off, and as you can see, I've already taken 2 of the Allens out of my clutch. Since I have a cassette type clutch, I'm not going to delve in too deeply as exactly how I'm going to remove it. But you know, if you have a standard clutch, at this point you're going to need, you know, a clutch compressor tool, and then you will also need a clutch holding tool. And what you'll want to do here is you're going to want to, you know, install the clutch compression tool and, you know, pull the ring off, pull all the plates off, and then you'll put the holding tool there. And what I like to do is I just take a junk bolt and then I'll put it right here in the prop stand spot, and then, you know, you can use that as a stop. But since this particular clutch is completely different from a standard one, I have a little rig here that I kind of put together using the clutch holding tool for this clutch, so that you know, I can do it. It'll essentially do the same job of just holding the clutch in place while I remove the front sprocket bolt. A lot of times what people will do is they'll end up putting a piston stop tool in, or they'll put some, you know, some rope or something into the piston hole, and then they use the top end as a means to stop the crank from turning. I try to avoid that as much as possible because I don't want to put any unneeded stress on my top end. It's all sealed up tight, and I just don't want to risk anything. So as you can see, now I have my clutch holding tool in place. I have my little stopper here to hold that, and then now I just need to remove that bolt there. So easy enough, really. And now, you know, normally I would just use my electric impact and quick zip it off, but for the video here, I thought I'd do it a little bit more of a traditional way, I guess. So, and then you just want to go ahead and pull that off, and then pull that off, and you just set that aside. And now we're going to go ahead and remove the clutch. You can see I have this flexible ratchet, or folding head ratchet, which is a great tool to make short work of removing any hardware. If you don't have one of these, you really got to think about getting one, because they are just absolutely fantastic. You can see how I just spin them off thanks to the flexible head. Set this aside. And now we just need to remove the center bolt. And again, this is a different type of clutch compared to a standard one, but again, here I got the clutch holding tool. I use my little prop there to stop it from turning. can just undo that. We'll use a little holding, pull out the little holding washer. And then we can just take the clutch out along with the chain. So, and that's it. And now in the next video, we'll actually go into removing the rear gearbox end plate. So, thanks for joining us.